So, to Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the others of you who like to talk about misinformation, can you come and give us the correct information about what's transpiring right now in Montego Bay with the allegations surrounding the silver bus that apparently had on World Central Kitchen stickers without World Central Kitchen knowledge, that went into Granville and shoot up a place, which of course automatically frame the decent, nice, civilized people who are here, who came here because of a disaster to provide food for Jamaicans. Can we get some clarity from you? 1 p.m. Because this is your police force. I feel one. Are you them work for? They don't work for the country. As a matter of fact, 90% of them don't work for the country. They work for you. The other 10% is who value life and liberty and respects the Jamaican people and work for the Jamaican people. Them there, is that 10% there? We love that 10% there. That 10% there, and them we wish when time we call for police help, and them pick up a phone. When they stop us on the road, we want that 10% at the JCF, and them when we want to stop we and talk to you. Them respectful. Then give you a smile. Them talk to you and then tell you if you have a good day. Not the one them will walk around with them big old scarf and ski mask like them done in Afghanistan. Now, why don't you send them to Afghanistan and some other places right now? Venezuela they do well with some of them for help go fight America, because they actually want to fight. They walk around with big submachine guns, yeah, and rifles and just all these automatic weapons with ski masks and stuff. The same thing that gunmen are walking around, yeah. Gunmen, allegedly. I when I say gunman never in Jamaica, only for them need they here. But you see, when time you get information about what some police officers are here doing and the amount of police officers that are actually leaders for gangs here in Jamaica, the same, and high-ranking police who are buy out other police cases. And I'm not going to ask me, Marvin, what you talk about? You think I'm just speaking out of my ass? I have police officers who have contacted me. Why? Because them trust me and them know say Marvin I go keep it as it is. Right? You can't know them name, period. Yeah? And them call and say, Marvin, you know, say high ranking police I try to buy out the case here or I try to buy out the case there. Yeah, true, right here in Jamaica. I mean, I talk about 10 years ago or 5 years ago. I'm talking about no later than just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Yeah? When they give me that kind of information there, you think me just jump and run and say, Jamaica, here's the police about your case? No. I do my investigation and I want that police officer to know, say, if you think that you're not going to be arrested, as a matter of fact, I hope to God the death penalty is given to you. A people like you if you hang in our country. When you have high-ranking police that are protecting other police officers that are criminal, police officers that are criminal, and you have high-ranking police that want to buy out the case. You see, for me, let me tell you something, because some people are so afraid and them fear for me and they must say, boy, Marvin, many people, them kill you. Somebody has to talk and somebody has to die and somebody has to live. Right? A lot of the problems that we have in Jamaica is because we have one look at dirty thinking sitting with name inform of the dead. You see, the day that we instituted that nasty terminology was the day when we supported criminals of all sorts. So people keep their mouth shut when they see criminal activities. People keep their mouth shut when they see other people and children getting molested and this and that, because them say inform of it, and because of that you walk around and all of you say, I want to go to church, I want to love God, I want to fear God, I want to love righteousness, I want to stand for righteousness. I want to stand for nothing. I want to stand for nothing in this country. You know, I want to stand for green or orange. Green and orange, that alone. I want to divide on ourselves while the dirty, nasty politicians want to put in a parliament. Yeah? They control every last one of UNO and they use UNO as pawns in their game. They kill who they want and they preserve the lives of those they want. Right? This is why the men who were caught for the SSL saga, Crosscree and all of them, they were given station bail on a weekend. On weekend days. They were given station bail. for one of the biggest fraud in Jamaica's history. But Gene and Panton, the little sprat, not the game. On the lock her up for how long? 2 years now. 2 years, can't get no bail. Oh, and by the way, so the sad thing about it, Gene and Panton went to lock up in a wheelchair because she had done a hip surgery. Hip surgery on the lock up that the woman there, the little sprat. And the whole country come down on Gene and Panton. When me know, I knew from day one, I told you, Gene and Panton is just a little sprat. No who are the big, high color, high class people and the ones who are of the upper echelon of society, the one who own them in a bed. I want to give them station bail per weekend. When no other Jamaican get bail per weekend. It can't happen. It just don't happen. I don't know if it is written in the Constitution, but it doesn't happen. Those persons, once you're caught on the weekend, you have to wait until the weekend done. You might get a court date, maybe the Monday or the Tuesday or whatever day in the week or whatever time them decide to give you a court date. But when I give you, Kraski, and a little drunker them, when I give them station bail. The country has two sets of people, and we know this. You have the elites and the rich, the uptown people, and some of them scatter across Jamaica, but mostly up so, where they have different policing. Yeah? We don't go to them with guns blazing. You don't know, so them in a fraud and stuff. How many Jamaicans died out of the 310 that died last year were wanted for robbery and for fraud and for scamming? Huh? I want to do. I want to never bring them in alive. I want to go for them with guns blazing and kill them off. But I want to go for you, Kraski, them and all of them and ask them to walk in nicely without handcuff. Without handcuff. Without handcuff. And give them station bail per weekend. I want to say that the justice system is right because them and they have money and them control the thing. I want to get directives from the 1 p.m. and from the people them and the dirty thinking governor general in the country. You see, we don't understand, you know. Is that it's the things that you all do that pushes us to limits that we did not want to go. Most of us Jamaicans, we have always been trying to be civilized. We don't want to create any animosity. We don't want to rile up each other and get each other all worked up and do the fear-mongering thing. We just wanted to be civil and do things from a civil perspective. But you know what I want to do? I want to oppress we. I want to oppress we. I want to insult we. I want to have us feel so marginalized. I want to make we feel like we are nobody. Yeah? And we are constantly inferior to Uno, and is superior, and Uno are done, Uno control the money, Uno control the narratives, Uno come, Uno blame we talk about misinformation and stuff. Now the Jamaicans in Montego Bay now will have to suffer. The Jamaicans in Trelawney and adjoining parishes that were affected, that were getting the help from the World Central Kitchen are about to suffer simply because Uno go mess up the people them operation them and frame the people them in an operation allegedly. Yeah, and we're waiting for the confirmation. I'm saying allegedly because apparently it's a diplomatic thing to say in a situation like this. Yeah, because me actually want it to come out and we want for them report to come out. The only thing I have that ties what's happening to that is the document that I have pinned in on my page with the GPS location of the sites, Stewart Town and Bethel, I think Bethel Town and the others, and one next one, where them locked down. I understand that currently 4 of the locations were asked to be closed immediately. Yeah? And persons were not supposed to venture in those areas because of the threats that came, because people think that World Central Kitchen people are working with the Jamaica Constabulary Force that took the life of 4 persons down there. So it is sad that you people have implicated these people into a nasty web of deception and mess just to kill Jamaicans. Yeah? But let me tell you this, you see, I'm not going to go through 2026 just by talking. I'm not just going to go with talking. You see, all I know 1 p.m. lovers and who love who celebrate when them name JCF for when they kill off Jamaicans, you see Uno drunk up. Yo, I'm telling you say, Uno have a next guest coming. Mark my words.